Hi Libra, and welcome to your weekly general and love tarot forecasts. This is for the week of July 16th through July 22nd, 2018. I will be doing two readings in this video. The first will be a reading to look at your general overall energies for the week. The second reading will be to look at your general overall love and romance energies for the week. I have put timestamps for each reading in the description box below for those of you who like to cross-watch to make it easier for you, as well as adding in all the tarot decks that I'm using. Okay, so Libra, let's get right in to your reading, and I'm going to pull a card to see what your overall focus is this week. What area of your life is requiring the most attention from you? What's going on for Libra this week? All right. So you got the 7th house, which is essentially your own house, Libra. And your relationships are highlighted this week. All relationships, the ones that matter, the long-term relationships. We are like thinking about them. We're just really involved with our friends or our family or our significant other. This is the general energies. So I would be more geared towards not seeing this as a romantic energy. But since this is the 7th house, it could be that Libra is just really in contemplation about all relationships in their life, and, you know, who needs to go, you know, who do you want to make amends with, just all the energies encompassed in the 7th house is where you are this week. So let's see what energy is most predominant in you this week to go along with that 7th house. All right, so we have Vesta, and I will say this. Vesta and the Moon are probably the two most popular cards as far as planet cards go that have come out. So this is essentially kind of like a cleaning house for Libra this week as far as your relationships go. Work, family, friends, romantic, but these are more significant relationships. These aren't just, you know, that work friend that you just talk to on your break or whatever. That's not these. This is more significant relationships. And with Vesta coming out, accompanying this, it's like Libra is kind of disconnecting, going within themselves, and there are relationships you know that you need to remove from your life, or there's healing that needs to take place in them, and you are willing to do that this week. Your own spirit, like you're balancing yourself. You're trying to really iron out all wrinkles in your relationships, which probably has everything to do with this eclipse energy that we're going through right now. So let's pull some tarot to get more information about, you know, why is Vesta here? Why are we feeling this need to cleanse and balance our energy? And some of you may just want certain people, like certain relationships, completely out of your space, completely out of your environment, your work environment, your home environment, just wherever you dwell. Some of you, it's like, ugh, this person's just gotta go, man. They've gotta go. Also, this could be where we're kind of like in recovery mode from, you know, just relationships. You could be really busy too, trying to help other people, your friends, family, etc., balance themselves out. So we have the 3 of Wands, the Ace of Cups, the 10 of Pentacles, the Queen of Pentacles, the 5 of Cups, and the Judgment card. Okay, Libra, yeah, this is pretty cut and dry. This could just be a deeper generalized overall where we're about, you know, relationships, because there's somebody that has hurt you here, okay? Could be an earth sign because we have the Queen of Pentacles, so Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. But it's like there was some sort of falsity. It could have been a lie. It could have been like somebody took advantage of you. And I'm not seeing romance here, okay? This is like a friendship, something in the workplace, something in your family where you feel totally taken advantage of or lied to, or like the wool was pulled over your eyes. And this week, we're coming out of isolation about it, whether you're confronting somebody and telling them how you feel, or they're returning back to you to try to make things right, mend things, because Judgment's here, which is all about a second chance. The phoenix rising out of the ashes. This 10 of Pentacles on this side is coming out of isolation, expressing yourself, because what is found in doing that is of a much more reward than if you stay isolated or don't speak your personal truth. So with this energy and this, and because, really strong in the workplace, if you just like started a new job, or you may be very weary of who you kind of let into your personal life just because of things that have happened in the past, okay? But mostly, Libra, what I feel is who's ever like wronged you and hurt you, not lover-wise, every other important relationship, you're just very aware of that this week. And anybody that you have hurt or taken advantage of or haven't been the best to, you may really be feeling the heartache of that and wanting to apologize, make amends. It's like any sort of harm you've caused to your relationships, you feel this natural urge this week to, make it better for whatever that would mean for you personally. Or, just like, I'm sorry, let's just move past this, things of that nature. Let's pull your outcome and advice. Because we end with a 10, and then the Judgment card is actually card 20, but with the Roman numerals, we have 2 10s there. So we're coming to the end of this, whatever it is about your relationships. So if you've just been bothered, you haven't been getting along with somebody important to you, I feel like this week we finally make up. We make amends. We're able to move beyond, whatever has happened in the past. Yeah, look at this. This is your overall outcome and advice. We have the High Priestess of Fire. So this is like burning away whatever does not suit you, whatever does not serve you, but also feeling re-energized, full of life, full of energy, full of passion, full of creativity, just a very high vibe of energy. So this being your overall outcome and advice, Libra, you guys are just in like total cleanup mode in all significant relationships in your life, where we want things to have closure, or if we were wrong, we want to make it right. If somebody caused us a great deal of heartache and pain, it's like we really just want to let that go and move beyond it. Like the energy is feeling so strong for you. It's very natural because we're coming to the very end of some cycle, which has to do with your relationships. And, as things come to an end, everything just kind of starts making sense. You're able to connect the dots. You just have a completely different perspective than you did when you were at the Ace, okay? You have reached a 10 here, the 10 of Pentacles. And you're moving on from it in a much better energy and vibe than you were before. So Libra, there's an ending to something in regards to your very significant relationships this week. There is some ending and then it's creating the space for the new. And some of this could just all be energy that you've been holding on to for quite some time. And now this week with Vesta here, it's like we're finally letting that go. We're making the conscious choice to clean our energetic space, our aura, our energy field. It's like just this very organic, natural desire to do so, because you're gearing up for something, some new relationships, strengthening of relationships, renewed sense of optimism, and just a desire to want to connect to other people. Whereas maybe in the last couple of weeks or a few months, you haven't really had that desire. Well, it's being restored to you. And I really feel like as we, move through Leo season, because Leo is fire, things start to really turn around for you. If anything's kind of been holding you back or just heavy energy, it's like you're moving beyond that. And your readings have been pretty good. So this here, let's see, Libra starts at the end of September, July, August, September. Some of you are going to be coming into your solar return period very soon. So I think this has a lot to do with that, especially with the 7th house, where we're just wrapping up all these energies, all these projects, lessons, consciously, unconsciously. We're wrapping up a lot of loose ends this week, Libra. That is what I see for you guys, because we're preparing for the next thing, and it's going to be really good with that 10 of coins in that position. So Libra, those are your general messages for the week. Let's get right into your romance messages. What is up for Libra in the romance department? And oh, look at that. Just as I'm about to do that, do you see that? 333. Awesome. Love the synchronicity. You guys are the only sign that I've actually been able to catch the number synchronicity. Every other one, I swear, I was like just totally focused in the reading, or I was actually uploading the videos. So there you go, Libra. Yes, your beautiful luck continues. And with that synchronicity coming through, I really feel like this is like that solar return period, like you're coming into that in the next few weeks. We have eclipse going, we have retrogrades, and you're just wrapping up all these loose ends, because I think 2019 is going to be a really good year for you. So in regards to love and romance for the week, overall energy, we have love endures. Love does not give up or lose faith. Love is hopeful and withstands every situation. So this could mean several different things, just depending on what you're going through. So let's pull some more cards on that before I elaborate too deeply. And that, I guess, makes sense with what we saw in the general. So maybe if you've been holding a grudge against somebody or something like that, and let's see, we have engagement. So yeah, if you've been like holding yourself apart, holding a grudge, this week is a really good week to let that go. And in doing so, Libra, it's like things could actually get better if we just like let all the past crap go and focus on what is right now and what it could become. And it's like it elevates you, it takes you to a higher level. So that card just was trying to give us a message. I don't feel like it's meant for the entire reading. It was just wanting to flip over, not jump out. Okay, so we have, it is safe for you to love, and chemistry. All right, so if we are dating somebody, okay, and we really like them, there's a lot of chemistry, but you might feel kind of reserved or held back because you're like, wow, I feel this really deep connection. I don't know if I should be vulnerable. Well, with this, I feel it's safe for you to love, and love endures. It's like open yourself up, be vulnerable. There's great chemistry and attraction between you and this other person. And if you don't feel that chemistry back, then that's probably not, we're probably not talking about the same person. This right here means you and somebody else have an undeniable attraction to each other, and either you're kind of been holding back because it scares you, or they've been kind of holding back because it scares them. But the energy is stronger than the two of you, and love will endure. What is meant to be will be. So open yourself up, let go, and just let happen what will, right? For those of you who are super single, what I'm seeing here is, you know, you've got to, love is going to prevail, Libra. If, you know, you got really burned in a relationship and you're like, love sucks and I hate love, well, you might very well just start singing a different tune this week, okay? You might meet somebody, all right, and you're like, oh, wow. But overall, with it safe for you to love and love endures, this has a lot to do with what I saw in your general reading energies, where we're just wrapping up a lot of old energy from the past, which is freeing us up. If you are in a committed relationship and you and your partner just haven't been getting along, seeing eye to eye, you have a lot of heartache and trouble from the past, again, this week, it's like the chemistry is there. The spark, it reignites. We're feeling very close. We're feeling connected, and it's safe. Like, you guys are both in a good place. So if you are in a committed relationship, this is a really good week to reconnect and just let the past go. Okay, so let's see what comes out. We have the Ace of Wands, the Six of Coins, the Magician, the Chariot, the Devil, and the Five of Coins. So some of you could be dealing with the Cancer, or maybe even potentially a Capricorn right there. Yeah, Libra, so some of you, there is somebody that you were really feeling, but you held yourself back from them, or you know, like, I need a break, I need to take a step back because the energy is feeling intense. Like, you can't control it, you can't control your emotions. It feels so strong and it scares you. And now here, you know, you do things that maybe you don't mean, you say things that you don't mean, and then you end up feeling bad about it, when the bottom line is you want this too. You're just incredibly afraid, okay? Others of you, if this is somebody that, you know, you've been fighting with, whether you're dating or in a serious relationship, it's like, we've been having disconnection. We may have stopped talking. We may have like broken up last week, you know, that type of energy, because we start the week out with some sort of separation and disconnection, okay? But with love endures here, I feel like release your control. Like, don't feel so intense about it. And you know, everything's going to be okay. You know, we're going to talk, we're going to apologize to each other, we're going to reconnect. The universe is involved with this. And, you know, there is success. The heavier energy is passing. So some of you that have been trying to stay away from somebody, it's just like you're not going to be able to. The connection is so strong, it just pulls you in. The chemistry is amazing. Love endures. So it's like, for some of you, you and the other person, like, go apart, come back together, try to pull apart, but snap back together, okay? Like, I see that happening here. And we want to change that. We don't want to go through this energy cycle anymore. So let's pull an overall outcome and advice with this. Because I just feel like, much like the general, it's the end of like any sort of struggle. This week is just a very nice week for you to get past like negative energies in regards to love and romance. If you've been fighting a lot, if you have failed expectations, if you're afraid. Anyways, we have intuitive communication, silent whispers of the heart. Look it, this is card 43 and this is card 43. Love endures and silent whispers of the heart. So listen, Libra, if you love somebody, but you're intentionally trying to hold yourself back because you're afraid, not because they're a crappy person or anything like that, but if you have been trying to hold back because you're afraid, or if you did something and the relationship got screwed up and like you really want to be back with that person, and you're feeling them in your heart, like, love endures, okay? What's meant to be is meant to be. It's like you and somebody else are snapping back together, whether you're completely disconnected and not speaking, or even if you are in a serious committed relationship and you live together, it's like, you know, pull apart, come back, pull apart, come back. But each time we pull apart, we don't go as far away, okay? It's like, man, serious resistance to be in a relationship like where it's the soul connection is there, the physical chemistry and connection is there, the love is there, but some reason we're really holding back. It could be just like friction, we fight, you know, whatever it is. Libra, really let go of your need to control if that speaks to you. Now, for others of you, whoever you're really thinking about, whoever you're constantly feeling inside of you, it's because they are thinking of you too, all right? And right now, it may not be the right time for you guys to communicate again. And that's where you need to let go of the control, the intensity of it, and trust the universe, okay? Because when you have these silent whispers of the heart, it's like the universe giving you direction, or you and that other person are communicating at a soul level and you're feeling it and so are they. And it's because the love is so strong, like it's going to pull you back together. You guys are like a magnet to each other no matter how far you try to separate from each other, okay? So Libra, this week, don't try to control. If you need to be vulnerable and express your heart, do it, even if you're afraid. But overall, it looks good. It's just, I don't like this, you know, how this disconnection here, and now we're feeling bad, we're feeling guilty here, okay? If somebody totally hosed up the relationship with you, Libra, and they're really trying to get back in, they're genuine, they're real, they're really sorry for whatever they did. Like, it's in the cards, they mean it. If you really screwed something up and you're wanting to make it right, you really mean it, okay? So just keep that in mind. If anybody's like trying to apologize to you or make it up to you things that they did wrong, they genuinely mean it. And you know, let go of your control of the situation and see what they bring you, because they're trying to bring you some magic, all right, Libra? So those are your messages for this week. I am wishing you guys all the very best. Take care, Libra.